Hey, welcome back. Well, I went and did it. I went out and got robot mower number 3. Here it is. It's another Works robot. Landroid, an L model for large yards, so it can go up to half acre. But I've cleared off and prepped a whole acre of the south part of the orchard in order for this thing to, this is where I want it to work. So I've gone through, I've laid the perimeter wire around this acre. I've mowed it down with the finish mower so it's got a decent chance of starting off some short grass. I got a lot of grass clippings though that I might need to take care of, but we'll see. But the big problem is power. The well house is way up there. My barn is way over there, and that's way too far to run an extension cord over to this area. But if I'm going to run these little mower bots all over this orchard next year, well, I need to figure that problem out. And I think I've got the things to put it together with. See, well, my solution for the lack of power where I want to put the mowers is to just build a solar power source. And I've got an old solar power system that I had from a long time ago. It's got some components that are small. I've got this solar charge controller. Why moisture just came out of it, I'm not sure. Hopefully it works. I've got this old truck mounted inverter. Will give me 110 volts, 150 watts. Hopefully that's enough to power this thing. So the plan is, I've got a small solar panel upstairs. I'll put a battery and these two components in the box, and hopefully I can plug the mower into it to power the mower remotely. So let's see if this works. I picked up a 7mm or instead of a 11. Didn't think it looked right. Yeah, now this is not the way you should be doing this, but I want to test this out to see if it will actually work. So we're just kind of jury rigging it right now, and if this system works, I'll bring in the clamping the clamps and the other hardware to make this just a little more, how shall we say, professional looking. All right, so there we go. Perfect. All right, well, I got that hooked up. So let's put the pieces in the four-wheeler and side by side and head out and plug this stuff together. See if it works. All right, let's go put this together and see if it works. Oh, I got to get the solar panel. Forgot about that thing. Be right back. All right, got it. All right, one solar panel and one soon-to-be power box. Now you have to excuse the dirt stain on my pants. I can't believe it, but I was working on laying wire for this place, and I bent down to work on the wire on the ground, and I knelt right into a pile of dog poop. I've got this whole 15-acre orchard. I don't have a dog here, yet I think I found the only pile of dog poop in the orchard. So, yay, I get to smell that for the rest of the day. Got the battery. Got my little charge controller. And I've got this thing. So now all I got to do is determine which is the positive and which is the negative. Yeah, these things have two leads to them. You got the outside, which is the negative, and the hot lead is a little thing way down in the middle, the center dot. So that when this thing plugs in, these here hit the sides, connecting the neutrals, and this little button pushes up against that center dot in the middle, making connection for the positive. All I have to do is use my little multimeter and touch the outside of it and then see which wire has connective. There we go. Okay. So that should be the neutral. This black and white one should be the hot. Just now I got to plug everything in, make sure it works. I'm not going to hook up the solar panel yet. I'll do that after I verify that everything here works. All right, time to plug the battery in. All right, this thing's popped up and says 3 red lights for the battery. All right, now this. Why is that flashing? That cannot be a good sign. That's a bummer. Well, let's plug this sucker in and see what happens. See if I get the magic smoke to release. I changed some stuff around just a little bit from what I had previously told you, but let's give it a try and see if this works. What I did was the battery hot comes into the battery charging circuit, but I also put the output on the battery charging circuit. I don't think this little charge controller could output enough to operate the inverter. So if I hook it directly up to the battery, it will. And then while the solar power is working, it'll actually charge the battery. So let's plug in the battery and plug in the inverter and see what happens. All right, I got 3 batteries and a load. So it's working there. Let's plug this in and see if we get sparks or something. And charge. If I could keep it in frame, you'd see that it worked great. All right, perfect. Right now, but I'm going to let it go for a couple days, and if it works and doesn't catch on fire, I will come back and try and modify it and clean it up a little bit and make it more permanent of a solution. Well, there's the mower running. It's a day later. The system is still apparently producing enough power, but let's get out a voltmeter and check the battery voltage. Gosh, it just gives me the fizz watching that little guy running around doing work for me. Let's see. The inverter's warm, a little hot, but not too bad. It's got a fan running on it. I do need to set up ventilation in the permanent system here. The little charger showing the battery's full. Well, let's get a voltmeter out and look at it. All right, let's see what the numbers say. 13.12 volts. Excellent. 13.12 volts. That's great. Yesterday when I put it together, the voltage was 12.2. So the solar panel's charging it up, and this system is not running at an electrical deficit. It's running at an electrical surplus. So fantastic.